When we face a closed door, an unexpected setback, or a path that suddenly seems blocked, it can be deeply disheartening. In these moments, it's natural to feel frustrated or confused, wondering why our hopes or plans have been derailed. Often we fixate on the loss, seeing it as a denial or punishment. However, in the realm of faith, especially within Islamic belief, there is a profound wisdom in these moments of rejection and redirection. Allah, in His infinite mercy and knowledge, often closes doors to protect us from unseen harm or guide us to something far greater than what we initially envisioned. The first and perhaps most vital perspective is understanding that Allah's knowledge encompasses all things past, present, and future. While we see only a fraction of the world around us, Allah's sight penetrates every dimension of our lives, including the hidden aspects of situations, people, and outcomes that we cannot foresee. What we may perceive as a failure or disappointment is often Allah's way of preventing a situation that could lead us into greater hardship or harm. This understanding can transform our response to rejection from one of bitterness to one of acceptance, even gratitude. Trusting in Allah's wisdom requires faith that He knows what is best for us, even if it defies our immediate desires or logical understanding. Consider, for instance, a person who applies for a job they are highly qualified for but does not get selected. The disappointment might feel personal, as though they weren't good enough or had been overlooked unfairly. But from an Islamic perspective, we are encouraged to see this as a moment of protection. Perhaps the work environment wasn't conducive to their growth, or maybe the job would have led them away from their spiritual or personal commitments. There may be people, events, or future situations in that workplace that Allah, in His mercy, is sparing them from encountering. What feels like a painful loss may actually be Allah's silent intervention, redirecting them toward a better opportunity or a path more suited to their well-being and values. Another layer to understanding closed doors is the role of timing in our lives. In many cases, Allah withholds something not because it's inherently harmful, but because we may not be ready for it or because its time has not yet arrived. We might wish for a certain blessing or opportunity right now, but Allah, knowing our hearts and our strengths, may withhold it until we are more prepared to receive it or handle it responsibly. This divine delay is not a denial, it's a preparation. Imagine a student aspiring to start a business. Though they have the passion, they might lack the experience or knowledge necessary to sustain such an endeavor. If Allah were to grant them immediate success, they could face unforeseen challenges that lead to financial or personal strain. By closing that door momentarily, Allah gives them time to build the skills and resilience necessary for future success. In this way, the delay is not a refusal but a form of mercy and protection, ensuring that blessings arrive at the most beneficial time. Closed doors also have the unique power to develop patience, humility, and a deeper connection with Allah. When we are denied something we dearly wish for, it brings us to our knees in prayer, seeking answers and guidance. In those moments, we are drawn closer to Allah, pouring our hearts out to Him and seeking comfort in His wisdom. This experience deepens our bond with our Creator, transforming our disappointments into a source of spiritual strength and resilience. It reminds us of our dependence on Allah and of the need to rely on Him in every circumstance. Patience, or sabr, is a trait highly valued in Islam, and it is often through the experience of waiting, trusting, and accepting Allah's will that we truly learn its essence. Moreover, when we look back on our lives, we often realize that the moments we felt lost or disappointed were, in hindsight, essential turning points that led us to something far better. The closed doors eventually make sense when we see the new paths they led us toward. Perhaps we didn't get the job, but in time we find one that is more aligned with our passion. Maybe a relationship didn't work out, only for us to later meet someone who respects and supports us more deeply. These moments of realization often strengthen our faith, reinforcing the idea that Allah's wisdom is always at work, even when it seems hidden. It's also important to remember that not all closed doors lead to something better in this world. Some are there to protect our faith and bring us closer to Allah. Certain rejections or redirections help us refocus our priorities, reminding us that our ultimate purpose is not found in worldly success, but in drawing nearer to our Creator. These challenges push us to reevaluate our intentions and to remember that true fulfillment lies in our relationship with Allah rather than in fleeting worldly achievements. In summary, while closed doors can be painful and disorienting, they are often signs of Allah's silent protection and guidance. They remind us that there is wisdom beyond what we can perceive, that Allah's timing is perfect, and that each experience in life, even the difficult ones, has a purpose. Embracing this perspective allows us to navigate life's disappointments with patience and trust, knowing that Allah is always looking out for our best interests. By accepting these moments with an open heart, we allow ourselves to see beyond the immediate loss and to trust in the journey Allah has set for us. In the end, every closed door is a redirection towards something better, whether in this world or in the hereafter, because Allah, in His infinite mercy and wisdom, knows exactly what we need. Difficult times are an inevitable part of life, bringing with them emotional, physical, or spiritual challenges that often seem insurmountable. However, it's in these moments of hardship that many people find themselves accessing a previously unrecognized reservoir of strength, resilience, and determination. For Muslims, this unexpected strength during hardship is often seen as a sign of Allah's silent help. Though we may feel alone, this inner resilience reminds us that Allah's mercy is never far, especially in times of need. This strength can manifest as endurance in the face of physical challenges, courage during emotional trials, or unwavering faith in periods of doubt and fear. When life presents us with situations that push us to our limits, whether it's losing a loved one, facing financial struggles, or battling illness, the immediate reaction is often a sense of overwhelming weakness. We might feel as though we lack the capability to cope or that the hardship is too great to bear. Yet somehow, as we endure the challenge, we discover reserves of resilience we didn't know we had. We push forward day by day, sometimes moment by moment, finding ways to keep going despite the pain or uncertainty. This unexpected strength is not a product of mere willpower, it is a gift from Allah, a subtle yet powerful indication of His presence. In these moments, we are reminded of the Quranic verse, Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. Quran 2:286. This verse is a source of solace for many, as it assures us that no matter how difficult a situation might be, Allah has already given us the strength to bear it. Allah's silent assistance often appears as a new ability to navigate and overcome challenges we once thought impossible. For example, someone who has lost their job might feel despair initially, wondering how they will support their family. Yet, as time goes on, they may find themselves developing new skills, networking in ways they hadn't before, or discovering alternative means of income. In the face of adversity, they become stronger and more capable than they were before. This transformation is a manifestation of Allah's help, who, through this struggle, encourages growth, self-discovery, and resilience. It's a reminder that hardships are not meant to break us but to make us stronger, providing us with opportunities to develop skills and strengths that we would not have acquired otherwise. Another powerful example of Allah's silent help is in moments of emotional pain, such as the loss of a loved one or the end of a significant relationship. Emotional wounds often feel unbearable, but even in such grief, there emerges an unexpected strength, a new level of patience, acceptance, and understanding. These are times when many people find themselves more connected to Allah, turning to prayer, remembrance, and reflection to seek solace. The very act of enduring emotional pain becomes a source of spiritual growth, as the individual learns to trust in Allah's wisdom, accept His decree, and lean on faith as a source of comfort. This spiritual resilience is a gift from Allah, helping us to endure the pain while strengthening our bond with Him. Furthermore, difficult times have a unique way of illuminating our purpose and refining our character. Hardships often act as catalysts for introspection, causing us to question our priorities, reflect on our strengths and weaknesses, and redefine our goals. When a person faces adversity, they are compelled to dig deep within themselves, sometimes finding strength and faith that transforms their character. It's not uncommon for people to emerge from hardship with a renewed sense of empathy, patience, or gratitude. These changes are often Allah's silent way of helping us grow into the best versions of ourselves, teaching us valuable lessons that can only be learned through experience. This unexpected strength to become more compassionate, patient, or humble is a divine gift, meant to elevate our character and bring us closer to Him. Many also find that in moments of crisis, their relationship with Allah deepens in unexpected ways. When there is no one else to turn to, we instinctively turn to our Creator, finding solace and strength in prayer, dua, supplication, and remembrance. This connection offers a unique source of strength that is beyond our physical capabilities. It is a spiritual resilience rooted in faith. For instance, someone who is battling a serious illness may find that prayer becomes their primary source of comfort, providing them with the courage to face each day with hope. This spiritual strength is a form of divine mercy, helping us endure difficulties with a sense of peace and trust in Allah's plan. At times, the strength we receive during difficult moments is not just for ourselves but also for those around us. Allah's silent help sometimes manifests as the ability to be a source of support, encouragement, and inspiration for others who are going through similar struggles. A person who has endured loss or hardship might later be in a position to comfort and guide others, having been strengthened through their own experiences. This ripple effect of resilience and compassion serves as a reminder that Allah's mercy often benefits us in ways we cannot foresee, allowing us to positively impact the lives of others. In retrospect, people often realize that the strength they exhibited during tough times was not something they generated on their own. It was Allah's silent assistance that carried them through, allowing them to endure, persevere, and ultimately emerge stronger and more resilient. While the hardship itself may have been painful, the strength that Allah provided became a source of profound growth and self-discovery, bringing them closer to Him. Each hardship, when looked at through this lens, becomes a moment of divine connection, a reminder of Allah's mercy, guidance, and ever-present support. Ultimately, this unexpected strength in difficult times is a reminder that we are never alone, even when it feels like we are. Allah's help is subtle yet powerful, and through it we are able to overcome challenges that once seemed insurmountable. The growth we experience through hardship, the resilience we build, and the faith we cultivate all serve as signs of Allah's silent mercy. When we recognize and embrace this gift, we learn to approach each challenge not with fear or despair, but with faith and gratitude, knowing that Allah will always provide the strength we need to persevere. In times of need or uncertainty, Allah's guidance often reaches us through the people around us and the circumstances we encounter. This divine support may come from friends, family members, mentors, or even strangers who offer a kind word, a piece of advice, or practical help that steers us in the right direction. These people and situations, though seemingly coincidental, are part of a larger plan, acting as Allah's instruments to guide us along the path He has set. This guidance is often subtle, appearing in the form of everyday interactions or chance encounters, but it holds profound wisdom and is a reminder of Allah's presence in our lives. Sometimes this guidance arrives through the closest people in our lives. Parents, for example, are often endowed with a special form of insight that allows them to provide counsel when we most need it. Their advice may be rooted in their experience, but it is often Allah's way of helping us avoid pitfalls they can foresee. Similarly, close friends can serve as mirrors, reflecting back aspects of ourselves we may not see, and their encouragement can push us to pursue opportunities we might otherwise hesitate to take. Such guidance from those who truly know us helps to clarify our purpose and steer us toward fulfilling our potential, highlighting that Allah has placed these individuals in our lives to act as sources of wisdom and support. However, divine guidance does not only come from those who are close to us. Many times, strangers or acquaintances appear at critical moments, offering insights or resources that we couldn't have anticipated. This form of guidance can be astonishing, as we realize that even people we barely know may be divinely positioned to help us in times of need. For instance, one might be grappling with a difficult decision about a career change and then meet someone who has gone through a similar experience, providing valuable perspective and advice. These chance encounters are not random, they are Allah's way of aligning our lives with His wisdom, guiding us through people who, unbeknownst to them, act as messengers of His mercy. Moreover, Allah's guidance through people extends beyond advice or information. Sometimes He uses others to help us see our own potential or to motivate us to overcome self-doubt. Imagine someone who is hesitant to pursue a dream due to fear of failure. Suddenly, a mentor appears, whether in the form of a teacher, manager, or a seasoned friend who believes in them wholeheartedly and offers mentorship or resources that make their journey possible. This encouragement and support can be transformative, helping the individual see their capabilities in a new light. Allah places such mentors in our lives to show us what we are capable of, to remind us of our worth, and to give us the strength and confidence to pursue our goals. Apart from people, Allah also uses circumstances to guide us, shaping the course of our lives in subtle ways. Often we experience events that appear as setbacks or disappointments at first, but later reveal themselves to be moments of divine intervention. For example, someone might lose a job they relied on, only to find a better opportunity that aligns more closely with their values or skills. This setback may initially feel distressing, but in time it becomes clear that the change was part of Allah's plan to direct them to something more fulfilling. Through these events, we learn to trust Allah's wisdom and to believe that even our challenges carry the seeds of His guidance. This type of guidance through circumstances also plays a crucial role in our spiritual development. Life's ups and downs often test our patience, resilience, and faith. We might experience a series of challenging events that prompt us to reflect on our actions, reevaluate our priorities, or seek deeper meaning in our lives. In this way, Allah uses circumstances not only to change our external situations but to shape our inner selves. The trials we face push us toward growth, patience, and reliance on Allah, qualities that strengthen our faith and help us become the best versions of ourselves. This internal guidance through life's challenges is Allah's way of helping us develop the character and virtues that align us more closely with His will. Additionally, Allah's guidance through circumstances is often reinforced by patterns we notice in our lives. Certain situations may keep repeating until we learn the lesson embedded within them, or until we make a needed change. For instance, someone might find themselves in a series of jobs that demand excessive hours and neglect work-life balance, eventually recognizing that Allah is guiding them toward a career more aligned with their health and values. By paying attention to these patterns, we come to see Allah's hand at work, gently nudging us to take notice and make adjustments that bring us closer to the path He intends for us. It is also important to recognize that Allah's guidance sometimes involves redirection through challenges. When a plan or goal does not work out, it can be easy to feel discouraged or even abandoned. But in many cases, this is Allah's way of guiding us towards something better. Perhaps the timing isn't right, or the opportunity is not as beneficial as it seems. By closing certain doors, Allah protects us from unseen difficulties and redirects us to a path that will lead to greater benefit. The more we learn to trust in His wisdom, the more we begin to see that every circumstance, positive or negative, is an opportunity for growth, a step toward a future filled with greater meaning and purpose. In these moments, faith becomes essential, teaching us to see Allah's guidance in both the people He sends and the circumstances He arranges. By reflecting on the events of our lives, we can often trace the delicate web of guidance that has led us to where we are. Sometimes it's a conversation that sparks a new idea, other times it's an unexpected challenge that builds our resilience. Through it all, Allah's guidance is always there, gently steering us, even when we do not immediately recognize it. Ultimately, Allah's guidance through people and circumstances is a reminder that we are never alone on our journey. Whether through friends who support us, strangers who inspire us, or situations that shape us, Allah's mercy and wisdom are constantly at work. Each person we meet and every challenge we face is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to move closer to the purpose Allah has planned for us. By embracing this divine guidance, we can navigate life's path with gratitude, patience, and trust, knowing that Allah is always guiding us toward what is best. Moments of inner peace and clarity are powerful experiences that often come unexpectedly, bringing with them a sense of calm and understanding that transcends daily worries or anxieties. These moments, though subtle, are deeply transformative, offering a break from the chaos of life and allowing us to glimpse a sense of purpose, direction, and connection to something greater. In Islam, such moments are often seen as signs of Allah's silent assistance, as they bring comfort and guidance in times of uncertainty or difficulty. The peace we feel in these moments is not simply a fleeting sense of calm, it is an inner reassurance from Allah, a reminder that we are never truly alone. Inner peace is particularly significant because it is not tied to external conditions. We may experience it in times of hardship or during a period of emotional turmoil, yet it arrives unexpectedly, grounding us in the present and giving us the strength to move forward. This form of peace is a gift from Allah, a form of mercy that allows us to find stability and clarity even when life seems overwhelming. Through this divine tranquility, we are reminded that Allah's guidance is always with us, helping us navigate life's challenges with patience and faith. These moments of peace often arise when we are fully present in our relationship with Allah engaging in prayer, remembrance, or quiet reflection. When we turn our hearts toward Allah in genuine sincerity, we open ourselves to receiving His comfort and support. For instance, during Salah prayer, when we stand before Allah in submission and trust, our anxieties and fears often dissipate. This state of inner calm is a sign of Allah's mercy, as He replaces our worries with trust and assurance, allowing us to experience a sense of closeness to Him. This experience of peace and clarity in prayer is a reminder that true contentment is found not in worldly achievements but in our connection with our Creator. Similarly, clarity often accompanies inner peace, allowing us to see our lives and challenges from a new perspective. In times of uncertainty, we might feel lost or unsure of which direction to take, but in moments of divine clarity, the path becomes more visible. This insight is Allah's way of guiding us, offering a sense of purpose or direction that helps us make decisions with confidence. For example, someone who is unsure about a major life decision, such as a career change or a relationship, might feel anxious and overwhelmed. However, through sincere prayer, reflection, or time spent in contemplation, they may experience a sudden clarity, a deep understanding of what they truly want and what is best for them. This newfound clarity is a sign of Allah's silent help, showing them the way forward and giving them the confidence to make decisions aligned with their true values. These moments of inner peace and clarity are also essential for developing resilience in the face of life's challenges. When we experience a sense of peace, we are reminded that we have the strength to endure even the most difficult trials. Allah, in His wisdom, knows the burdens we carry, and through these moments of tranquility, He provides us with the emotional and spiritual support we need to persevere. This inner strength, cultivated through peace, helps us approach hardships not with despair, but with patience and a sense of purpose. We become more capable of accepting life's ups and downs, understanding that every difficulty carries a lesson and an opportunity for growth. Moreover, these moments often serve as reminders of our purpose and priorities. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to become consumed by work, social obligations, and material concerns. Yet, in moments of inner peace, we are reminded of what truly matters. We come to realize that lasting happiness is not found in the accumulation of wealth or status, but in the fulfillment of our spiritual goals and in our relationship with Allah. This clarity helps us refocus our lives, aligning our actions with our values and dedicating ourselves to goals that have lasting meaning. Additionally, inner peace and clarity bring us a sense of humility, reminding us of our dependence on Allah. No matter how much we plan or strive, there are aspects of life that remain beyond our control. Recognizing this reality can be humbling, but it is also liberating, as it teaches us to place our trust in Allah's wisdom rather than in our own limited understanding. In moments of peace, we accept that while we may not have all the answers, Allah does, and His guidance is always available to us if we seek it sincerely. This humility allows us to let go of the need to control every outcome, replacing it with trust in Allah's plan. Another aspect of these moments is their ability to deepen our gratitude. When we experience inner peace, we become more aware of the blessings we often overlook. The simple act of breathing, the warmth of the sun, the kindness of a friend, all these everyday blessings become sources of profound gratitude. In times of inner peace, we become more attuned to the gifts Allah has placed in our lives, big and small, and we are inspired to give thanks for them. This gratitude brings us closer to Allah, as we recognize that every blessing is a sign of His love and care for us. Furthermore, these moments of tranquility teach us to be present, to fully embrace the here and now. Often we are caught up in regrets about the past or worries about the future, which prevents us from appreciating the present. However, in moments of peace, we find ourselves fully engaged in the current moment, free from the weight of regret or anxiety. This presence allows us to enjoy life more deeply, to savor each experience, and to feel a greater sense of connection to the world around us. This state of presence is another form of Allah's mercy, a reminder that every moment holds beauty and value if we take the time to appreciate it. In these moments of inner peace and clarity, we experience a glimpse of the profound tranquility that faith can bring. They remind us that no matter how challenging life becomes, Allah's mercy is always near. By fostering our relationship with Allah, engaging in prayer, and nurturing our inner selves, we invite more of these moments into our lives. This peace and clarity become guiding lights, helping us navigate life's challenges with patience, wisdom, and unwavering faith. Ultimately, these moments are divine gifts, windows into a deeper reality that lies beyond the surface of everyday life. They remind us that true peace is found not in external circumstances but in our connection to Allah. By embracing these moments, we cultivate a heart that is content, resilient, and grateful, a heart that remains at peace, no matter what life may bring.